Well, hello everyone. Another video that I have for you guys is a review of the 2020 F-350 XLT model that I have. I recently crossed 43,000 miles on this, so it'll be interesting to share what my review is and what my thought is on this F-350. So let's go ahead and walk around it. As I mentioned, this is an XLT model, but you see that STX. The STX is pretty much the XLT with an off-roading package. Now all of a sudden you're like, okay, Yusuf, you are a transporter, why do you need an off-road package? So I did not need it. I went to the dealership and I asked if they had just a regular XLT or XL model, the cheapest one they had. They said that they do not have one in stock. It will take 3 weeks to get it. And I said, well, what do you have? And he said, we have this STX model, and it was like $1,000 more, but like they gave me a discount and stuff like that, rebate, because it was in May. I bought this truck in May, so they gave me a bit discount, and pretty much it came $1,000 more than what would have cost me if I had gotten the XLT model. But anyways, let's go ahead and start from the front of the truck right here. So this is gonna be me talking about how I like this truck and at the 43,000 miles that I put on it. From the get-go, there is this opening over here that I did not pay attention to it when I bought it. It looks like they have left this place empty on purpose, but I feel like maybe there was something here that it just flew off or something, because I can see these things right here. So I'm not sure if they were supposed to be like a grill or something, but this does not make me comfortable, because you know, what if you hit a bird or something like that? The bird can go like in here and just damage the radiator, right? So that's something that I did not like. It comes with the regular headlights. It is not an LED headlight. So the tires are good. These are Michelin factory tires that it came with it, and I have put 43,000 miles on this truck, and you see I still have good life in it. Although I just paid attention, this is getting worn out more than the other side, right? So I'm not sure if I need an alignment or something. But yes, so this is a 6.7 power stroke turbo diesel. I use this truck for work. I do haul a lot of heavy loads. Most of my loads are between 13k to 17k pound heavy. So this truck has been serving me well so far. Okay, let's keep on walking. It does come with the, I guess, the step, but it's not powered. It just stays there. Okay, so they have the powered mirrors. The top one is powered by electricity, the bottom one is powered by your hand, like this. You can just play with it, right? And as you can see, it does come with the blind spot monitoring, and you can adjust it to your liking. If you have a trailer, you can add your trailer to it so that the trailer will be calculated as well. But I never tried that. I will never even think about it, because I'd like to double, triple, quadruple, quintuple check to see if anyone is on my blind side, because you don't want to rely on that when you're hauling big freight like this. Okay, I also did not know, like, when you add, how are you going to calculate? Are you just going to put my trailer is 40 feet, so are you going to put 40 feet of trailer in the system, or you put 40 feet of trailer plus the clearance that you have between the beginning of the trailer and then your tailgate? I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so this one also comes with diesel exhaust fluid, so you need to put diesel exhaust fluid in it to so that the air clears out or something. But something I noticed, look, this has been like what, 43,000 miles that I put in roughly 3 months. So I can already see a little rust over here, and a couple of other rust on the bottom, but not too bad. Other than that, the bottom of the truck looks pretty pretty decent. It did not come with a gooseneck hitch, so I had to install them. Like I have to had some company install it for me, so that's why you see a little different brand on there. Like I mentioned, this is the off-road package, FX4 off-road, the blind spot monitoring system that they have. One more thing that I was gonna mention you guys about that if you have locked the truck, the tailgate will be locked as well. So in order for you to access the back of the pickup truck, you need to unlock the truck so that you can open it. It does have the backup camera, which it makes it much easier when I connect to the gooseneck. The 7-way plug is here, although I am thinking very hard to put it like somewhere over there, because since I'm a transporter, so the DOT officers do not like it when the 7-way plug is hanging over here. So I think I'm gonna move it inside. I asked for a price, how much it would cost. They said it would be like roughly $150, so I'm just hanging on. But yeah, this is pretty much the outside of the truck. Let's go ahead and go inside and see what we can share with you guys. And just keep in mind that this is my first dually truck, my first 1-ton pickup truck, so the things that I am saying, you might already know it, but let's go ahead and crank this. Okay, so and guess what, this truck comes with AC and heater. Woo! I could not believe that. Anyways, let's get into the dashboard over here. One thing I did not like, you may already know that this truck is diesel. Because it's diesel, it requires that you put a DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, in it. But you see all these gauges, but you do not see the DEF gauge, right? Where is it? I don't know. So it does not show how much DEF you have. The only time it shows, like if you are running very low, if you're getting to like the last 500 miles or something like that, then it will give you out a notification saying the DEF is going low, you have 500 miles to fill up. You have all this space, Ford. Why don't you just put like a DEF gauge over here or over there, so that the driver will know about it? Yes, you do. You can check it if you want to, and then the way you can check it is that you see how like I have the miles per hour now on the truck. You can go over here and just push up, like go up, and you have the pressure of your tires, and then you go one more time up, you have the miles that you have until it's empty. And after that you get to this screen right here, and then you go up once and push OK. That's how much I have for the DEF range that I have. I can go 1200 miles with the DEF gauge. I can choose to leave it here, but if I do that, then I would not see my speedometer. I would like to at least see how fast I am going when I'm on the highway, so I avoid getting any tickets. But the only issue that I have, sometimes I work in places like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, in those busy areas, and they do not have truck stops over. They only have like travel plazas, and the DEF fuel that they have is those the ones that you get it in a 2.5 gallon jugs, and they are expensive. So it comes up to $8 per gallon of diesel, whereas in the truck stops you get it for $3. So if you do not know how much you have and you get on those roads and you happen to fill up your diesel, then you're gonna pay a little bit more. And that's number one. And number two is that when, let's say you did not monitor, you don't know how much you have, and the night comes around and it's hot and you want to idle the truck, in the middle of the night the notification comes, your DEF is low and 500 miles, fill it up. And then that wakes me up, so I wake up and I'm like, what is this, what kind of notification? Then I see the dashboard, it says fill up diesel fuel, and then I go back to sleep, and then 10 minutes later again, fill up diesel. So that's a that's a problem for me. So I need to check more often just to make sure that I have enough diesel exhaust fluid before I go to bed, because then I have to wake up if I am idling the truck. Okay, so another thing that I do not like is this like drive mode. So from here you can pretty much change, if you're hauling something, you can change whether you're in a tow haul mode or you're just bobtailing. So if you push over here, you get to this page. So this is pretty much okay. So that is the tow haul mode, and then you can go a little bit more eco mode. I don't know what that means. Slippery, when it's slippery you put it on that, and when it's snowing you put it on that, and you just push, okay, like that. And this is just a regular drive mode. I rarely ever put it on tow haul mode. I tried a couple of times. The issue is with that is whenever I put it on the tow haul mode, and since I am heavy and I go over a hill and I come down, the minute that I come down the hill, this thing starts screaming very, very bad, like that, as if the engine is just gonna blow up, you know. So I gave it a try a couple of times and I did not like it. I did not like the tow haul mode. So let's go ahead and change it and put it to just regular. So now it's on regular, good to go. Okay, another thing that I was gonna tell you guys about, I have a 4x4 package, right? So I can change it from here if I want to. And you can ask, Yusuf, why do you need a 4x4 if you are just a over-the-road hotshot driver, right? You would be wrong. So I did not specifically get the 4x4 for this truck. They had it on it, and it turns out that it's a useful thing to have, because I was in Tennessee. I was in Tennessee, and I delivered this load in somewhere in the national forest because it was paying good. I went 100 miles and I got paid $800. So, but that came with a headache, with a lot of headache. Basically, they were rebuilding a bridge. And when I went there, the guy said, okay, this is the last place where you can turn around. If you keep on going straight, then you're not gonna have enough space for you to turn around. So he said, go ahead and turn around here, like back up 300 yards to that bridge, and then we can get you unloaded there. So the last 100 yards, it was like this. The grade, it was probably 5% grade, and it was a dirt road, and it was going like this, and I had to back my trailer in that road. So the minute I released my brake, it would go fast, and I did not want to go fast because I was loaded. I was at my maximum 17,000 pounds of load. So the entire combination, like the trailer plus the load, was 25,900. And I'm like, what can I do? As I was thinking about it, the guy said, what's the matter? I said, the trailer, like the vehicle goes fast when I let go of the brake. And he said, do you have 4x4? I said, yeah. He said, go ahead and put it on 4 low. And when you put it on 4 low, I did not know, the truck goes very slow. So I put it on 4 low, and happily I made it down to that area, and they got me unloaded. Okay, so that's when I needed it once. And when I was driving for the other hotshot company, I used that once again, because I was at, you know, those small parking spaces that they have where you check your brake before you go down the hill. So it snowed the day before, and they had like a bunch of snow on the side of the road, and I pulled that to that location, and there was literally no place for me to stop unless I went to the shoulder a little bit. So I went to the shoulder, and then I could not get out because I was just it was snowing, so I could not get out. And I put it on a 4x4. I just went like 20 yards, got out of that place, and then put it on the regular, the two-wheel drive. So that's when I really needed it. Had I not had that, maybe someone would have had to pull me out of that place. Anyways, the truck comes with the trailer brake. I think the only place where you use this is when you get connected with the gooseneck trailer, and or any trailer that you have, you want to check and make sure that your brake is working. So you push this and let go of the brake, and then just let it go, slowly go forward. And then if your trailer stops you, that means the brake is working well. Okay, issue number 782 is that when I am going down the hill, let's say if it's a 6% grade going 5 miles down the hill, what I usually do, you see this plus or minus signs. What I do is I go ahead and push the minus sign to like maybe fifth gear or 6th gear, and then I'll have the automatic engine brake on, and then I just go down the hill and just control my speed as I'm going down the hill. So, and when I get to the end of the hill, when it's either going up again or going flat, then I want to get out of the gear. And the way you do that, the way I used to do that before 40,000 miles, I used to just push this plus button so many times that will automatically get me out of the gear. But lately what has started to happen is that at the end of the hill, I push this so many times, it still does not get out of the gear. So that's something that I am having issue. And the solution that I found is that I am not sure whether this is a good solution or permanent solution or not, is that I use my cruise control a lot. So when I go down on the hill, I cancel it, like I don't use it anymore. But to get it out of the gear, I set it again. When I push the cruise control again, it takes me out of the gear automatically. But without that, it just takes maybe like a minute or two for the gear to go up again, and that creates a problem because you have all the traffic in the back and you're impeding the traffic. I am not sure how long this will go. Hopefully it's just maybe like some electronics or something like that will be that could be reset very easily. So yeah, that's something I noticed. So hopefully it will not create more problems in the future. Okay, so this truck also comes with engine brake. You can choose to have the engine brake or not. So if you push it once, okay, let's look. If you push it once, you would have the engine brake on. So I don't know what that means when the engine brake is on, but I do know if you push it again, then the automatic engine brake is on. That means when you push your foot on the brake once, the engine brake engages. So all of a sudden you hear this big noise, not big noise, but like very satisfying noise of whoa, like that. Okay, so that is very nice, especially because since I am a transporter, I haul heavy loads. I do not have to use up my brakes all the time. I just push it once, and then the engine brakes kicks in and then slows me down fairly good. So that is that. They have this thing, I think this is slippery control or something like that. I have never tried this. You know that it is four-way flashers, but what is this? This is I guess, what is the best term for this? Like going down the hill control? Is that you push it, right? And hill descent control. Okay, well, you got the name, right? Hill descent control. So I guess if you are going down of the hill, you can push that so you don't go too fast. I am not sure if that will be useful for, like, let's say if you have the downgrade and you're going like it's gonna be 10-mile stretch of 6% downgrade. I don't know if you could use that for this purposes, or is it just like the off-road thing that they have put? Because the salesman was saying that this is an off-road package, so it comes up with this. So I am not sure if I could use this button, the hill descent control, when I'm going down on a highway. I don't know. Hopefully someone out there knows about this and will let me know down in the comment section. So this is pretty much it. But another good thing about this truck, it comes with Apple Play. So if you have an Apple iPhone, then you can either choose to have your iPhone connected via the US, like this cable like this, or you can do Bluetooth. I don't like to do Bluetooth for many reasons because okay, reggaeton. Okay, so I don't do Bluetooth because it's just it lags. Okay, so I don't do Bluetooth, but I do it with the USB cable, right? So when you have an Apple Play, it is very nice to have it, because let's say you are driving down on the road and you get a text message, and the text message pops up. I have so many text messages. It pretty much reads it once. It reads it once, and then after that they will say, hey, would you like to reply? Let's go back to Neil. Let's see what Neil is saying.
What do you want to say?
Because I have already opened the message, it does not read it again, but it reads it once. So and the Siri is asking me what I want to say.
What do you want to say?
Hi Neil, what's up, bro?
Your message to Neil says, hi Neil, what's up, bro? Ready to send it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's sent.
You see, it's easy. So this way you don't have to do any typing, right? No typing whatsoever. Another problem that I have is that you're connected, okay? You're connected with the wire, so there is no problems at all. All of a sudden the connection gets lost, right? Like you have the connection nice and tight, everything is good, but this thing does not display. It doesn't show that you're connected. So since I had that problem over and over, I watched some YouTube videos, and they were suggesting that you put the volume and the skip button, push it and hold it for a second, or maybe more than a second, and then wait for it until it turns off. See, now it reboots. When it reboots, it comes back again. Okay, so issue number 562 is that the Apple Play, like when you have on the Bluetooth, when you have the phone call on the speakers, it is very hard for that person to hear you. It's easy for you to hear them, but it's harder for them to hear you. And this is how, like, a typical conversation is. Hello, my name is whatever, and they're like, hey, I can't hear you, can you speak up? And I have to scream, like, I have to scream, and then people who are driving by me, they think that I'm crazy screaming at somebody, you know, which I'm not screaming. I'm just trying to, like, speak loud so my voice can get to that person. But I guess Ford has not mastered that part yet. Another thing that I like about this truck is that it has two USB ports, one the USB type A, one USB type C, like these ones. And I like that much more because, like, this can charge up my phone very fast, so I like that. And I also like the convenience of having the other USB port here. So that's another thing. It comes with 12-volt outlet right here, and then you're gonna say, okay, Yusuf, why do you need this? Well, I have my laptop that I need to charge it, and I don't want to go inside of the pilot truck stop and charge it. Or sometimes I can even trim my beard, right? Yeah, so that becomes very useful sometimes. It does have dual glove box, I guess, makes it much more spacious. So this is pretty much the review of the truck. I am actually very happy of this Ford. So far it has not given me any issue. I do my oil changes myself. I take care of the truck. I mean, so far I have not done anything, like, other than oil and filter change, and the fuel filter change, and air filter change. That's pretty much the only thing that I have done. I'm looking forward for this truck to last me more. I was looking online to see how can you make the truck last more, and some people were suggesting that you put, you know, those additives that you buy from truck stop, like the house diesel treatment and whatnot. They said it's better to buy that, and you add it every time you fill, you add just a shot of it in your fuel tank. That way it does not cause much problem in your engine. But some other people were saying says, hey, do not add anything, because they have tried adding something in it and then they had problems with the engine. So I don't know which way to go, whether should I add or should I not add. So far I have not added anything to the fuel tank. So that was number one. And then number two, people were saying make sure, like, you grease up your truck, like the where you see the grease access point where you put grease in it. They said to go ahead and put more grease, make sure that everything is nice and looped. So yeah, I am looking forward to make this truck last as long as I can. If this truck lasts me 350,000 miles, I will be happy. Someone in the comment section said that they have an F-350 and they have 600,000 miles on it and it's still going good. So I'm looking forward to that. If this truck goes that much, then bro, I am happy. But anyways, this was a review of 43,000 miles of the truck that I have. I use it for work. I haul heavyweight day in and day out. So if you are thinking of buying a truck and then you're gonna do like you have a farm, you have animals at your farm, like horses and stuff like that, and you're hauling that like once or twice a week, this truck will serve you the best, because I haul heavyweight day in and day out. I do it every day throughout the year, so it works for me. So I hope you like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.